Contemporary fine artist Lerato Lodi is currently showcasing her first solo exhibition titled Morapedi, One Who Prays. Curated by Amohelang Mohajane, this body of work is Lerato's effort to explore her curiosity of the intricacies of dual spiritual practices. The installation is up at the Northwest University Gallery in Potchefstroom and will be on until the 10th of this month. Lerato joins us now via Zoom to tell us more about this project and also on her other works. Lerato, a very good morning to you. Thanks for joining us. Welcome to Morning Live.
Good morning. Thank you so much for having me.
Now, Lerato, let's start with what sparked your curiosity, to explore the traditional African spiritual practice and the church for this exhibition.
So in this exhibition is really a look at my relationship between my Western religion, which is Christian Methodist, and my African religious practices. And essentially, in this exhibition, I'm continuing conversations and teachings that were had with my late maternal grandmother, Curated Lodi. Yes.
Okay. Now, speak to us about why you decided on the title Morapedi, One Who Prays, for this exhibition.
In Morapedi, and it loosely translated in Sotho, which means one who prays, is really an explorations and many ways that I pray myself, and many ways that the people in my family and my loved ones engage in essentially spirituality. So how I came about titling the show Morapedi, it is as straightforward as it is, looking at the many ways of praying and communicating with God or a higher power.
Yeah. Let's talk about the aspects that sort of function as guides in your personal and spiritual journey that essentially brings together this exhibition.
So aspects in this case, I'm fascinated by materials and items and objects brought into sacred spaces. So this being the temple, being the church setting, and a shrine in which I actually recreated the exhibition itself. So I'm fascinated about these objects and what they encompass and mean. So in instance, the use of snaith in the shrine section and items like your cloth and your church pew that feed into or lead us to the whole idea of spirituality and the many ways of praying.
And what has working on this body of work, Lerato, done for your own personal and spiritual journey?
I'll be honest that, like you said, it is a journey and I'm learning. And it is exciting to really explore the many ways in which one prays or we engage with this higher power or the idea of a higher power. So a lot of growth has taken place in actually producing artworks for this exhibition.
And what are the kinds of conversations that you're hoping will spark after people viewed this kind of exhibition? This is largely based on spirituality.
Ideally, I would love to create dialogues where we speak openly about more especially our African practices, in this case, African religious practices, because essentially this is, or these are rituals that take place in private settings. So even through the exhibition itself, I'm taking private moments and putting it in a gallery, in a white cube. So I would really love to engage more on that discourse and really have open conversations that these are shared experiences, and more especially in our Black community, it's a shared experience.
Yeah.
And we do it in many different ways or similarities in it itself.
I'm quite curious to know, Lerato, when you say that you want people to start conversations around spirituality, so how is that element of spirituality reflected in this body of work and this exhibition?
So essentially in this exhibition, I'm looking at practices that I've done myself, and elevating it at such a level that once you walk into the space itself, or in this instance, an exhibition, and you're confronted by objects or materials that are associated with a certain ritual. Already it's sparking a sense of nostalgia and what is going on and what is it that I'm trying to say with these materials.
Okay. And this exhibition has been running for quite some time now. How has the response been as to the feedback you receive from those that have seen this body of work?
Overwhelming, exciting, and I did not expect people to actually open up about their own spiritual practices and more especially our African religious practices.
Yes.
And it was really exciting to see that I am not the only person that experiences this or that engages in this type of activity. So it was really exciting to see that. And also, myself being an artist, and I'm not the only artist engaging in such themes and concepts. So it's really exciting to see that there are many other people that are engaging at that level.
And I believe that Morapedi, One Who Prays, is also available and can be viewed online. Give us more details on that. How does that work?
Yes. So Morapedi, One Who Prays, I have a virtual exhibition for those who can't physically go see the show itself.
Okay.
And a link is attached to my personal Instagram page and also the Northwest University page. And I also have an artist management, which is Studio Lumalo, and they also have a link up there.
And please do share with us the details of those pages.
Most definitely. So my Instagram is @Lerato_Lodi. And then my studio page is at studio.Lumalo.
All right. Lerato, great chatting to you and all the best.
Thank you so much.
All right. Good stuff. Have a great day now, Lerato. Joining us via Zoom is contemporary fine artist Lerato Lodi, and we've been in conversation with her about her solo exhibition titled Morapedi, One Who Prays, that is currently showing at the NWU Gallery in the Northwest Province.